Hi everybody, it's me Jessie. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make my recipe for homemade pickles. They are so delicious. They are very tart and or vinegary from the vinegar and different from anything that you would buy in the store, although the store-bought ones are so good too. But these ones are really good, nice and fresh, and it's way cheaper to make your own pickles than it is to buy, the refrigerated ones in the grocery store. So these are something that you can do. You can, change it up, change up the brine a little bit. But I'm going to show you the basic recipe today, and this is going to be hopefully something that you will use on a time to time basis for your family. It will be great. They'll all love them if you love pickles like we do. Our whole family does. So, all right, here we go. Let's get started. So my ingredients are, I'm obviously cucumbers. You can use any cucumbers you want. Right now I'm just using a regular cucumber. You can use English cucumbers, pickling cucumbers, whatever you have. But today they had a sale on 3 cucumbers in a package. So I just got the package of 3, washed them off, dried them really well. You are definitely, if you want to peel them, you can do that as well. But I leave the skins on. So the cucumber is the main ingredient, obviously. And then I'm going to show you, we have also some vinegar. I have in here 1 cup of apple cider vinegar and a half a cup of spring water. So again, you can use vinegar, whatever vinegar you like, lighter vinegars, like I wouldn't do balsamic, but any light vinegar, white wine vinegar, champagne vinegar, rice vinegar, anything like that you can use for pickling. We use the apple cider quite a bit because we love the taste of the apple cider vinegar. So that's what I'm going to do today. 1 cup apple cider vinegar, 1/2 cup water, and then also I have 1/8 of a cup of kosher salt. 1/8 of a cup. And that is going to go right in to the vinegar and water mixture. So what you're going to do is you're going to basically just put that on your burner and heat it a little bit until the salt dissolves. So you're just making a brine. You're not going to boil it or anything like that. Just bring it, stir it around, let the salt dissolve, and then just take it off the heat and you're good to go. So the rest of my ingredients in my pickles today are going to be garlic, fresh garlic. I have about a teaspoon of whole black peppercorns that I just kind of crushed a little bit just to get them not so whole, because you can get more flavor from them that way. And then obviously a bunch of fresh dill. Now I'm using, I don't know, a small handful, maybe like a half a cup worth, but about that much. And that's it. That's what I'm going to put in my pickles today. So let me put you down here. Okay. So as I am heating my brine, I am just going to mix it a little bit. And it's pretty quick. This process is a fairly quick process. It doesn't take a long time for the salt to dissolve. So yeah, just kind of keep your eye on it. What is going to happen is, for me, the way I like to do it is I like to let the salt melt and then let the brine cool for a bit. Sometimes I put it in the refrigerator just to get it cool. So when you pour it over your cucumbers, it's not going to make the cucumbers soft. You want to keep your pickles nice and crispy. So I just make the brine, take it off the heat, and then throw it in the fridge. Let it cool. It's almost there. So in the meantime, I am going to, now I also reuse these pickle jars. So this was a jar that I bought a while ago. It's like from the refrigerated pickles, which we love. Saved it, really washed it out really well, and every time I make my own pickles, I just clean the jar and reuse the jar, which it's great because it's like perfect size. And so anyway, yeah, we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna take my jar and I'm going to take my dill and I'm gonna put it in the bottom of the jar, just like all around. It doesn't have to be perfect. Kind of push it down like this, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna put that to the side. Oh, I can see my spoon. All right, so the brine's done. Just like that, it's done. Take it off. And I'm gonna pour it into a pitcher. Stick it in the fridge for a few minutes. Okay, so the dill goes in the bottom. Then I take my peppercorns. It's about a teaspoon, I said. That just goes in. And then you can use as much garlic as you like. This was the end of one head that I had, so I'm just going to use this. It's about 3 cloves. I have 2 regular size and 1 small one, so you're going to just kind of crush it anyway a little bit. Just take off. You can leave the ends on. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to eat this. So then just smash it. And it makes that way easier to peel, as you've seen on many cooking shows, I'm sure. The peel just comes right off. It's very easy. Okay, so now that you've got all that, I like to just kind of cut it up into smaller bits. That goes right in to the jar. Okay, garlic, peppercorns, dill. Okay, so now that that's in there, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the cucumber and I'm going to put that in to the jar. So you want to do the cucumber in the jar first before you put the brine in, because then the cucumbers won't float to the top. If you put the brine in first and then try to stuff all the cucumbers into the jar, you're not going to be able to fit as many as you would if you put them in an empty jar first. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And I think this is gonna, let's see. Sorry I say gonna a lot. I noticed that in all my videos. I say gonna all the time. It's just how I talk. I think what we are aiming for this time is, maybe I did spears last time, so I think I'm gonna continue that spear thing. So I just cut off the ends. I'm gonna cut it in half, and then I'm going to cut the halves into quarters. So half again, and then another quarter like this. So you wind up with 4 pieces. It's going to be about 8, which is about how many will fit. Maybe 1 or 2 more, but it doesn't really matter. And then you can take your spears and just put them in your jar like this, facing kind of vertically. It's basically how they fit anyway. Okay, and actually for this cucumber, because it was quite large, 8 fits perfectly in this jar. So that's what I'm going to do. So now that I have all of the ingredients in the jar, for the sake of time, I am not going to let this cool. Even it's not super hot anyway, so I'm going to pour it on anyway. So after it's been in the fridge cooling for just a little bit, sorry, let's focus here. There we go. After it's been in the fridge, you can go ahead and pour your brine onto your cucumbers, your dill, and your peppercorns and garlic. Go all the way to the top, just to cover them. Not all the way to the very top, and you might have a little left over, which is fine. Just throw it away. Okay, So I'm going to put the top on, seal it pretty good, and I'm just going to shake just to kind of get some of these peppercorns and things around all the sides. The dill will stay on the bottom, and that's it. And then all you have to do now is you just have to put them in the refrigerator and wait for 3 days. 3 days in the fridge, and they will be so delicious. Very vinegary. If you're a vinegar person like we are, they're delicious. And yeah, so I make these probably once a week, maybe sometimes more, depending on how much Steve and Ryan eat them. Sometimes they eat a lot, sometimes they don't. So once a week, usually I make my own pickles. I'm going to show you, this is my batch for today. So I made a batch 3 days ago, and I'll show you what that is. So those are gonna go into the fridge, and this is my batch from 3 days ago. This is a different vinegar. So I'll show you, this vinegar is what I used last time. Let's see. I used this Pinot Grigio white wine vinegar, and I've never used this before, so I'm very anxious to see how this tastes and how it makes the pickles taste, because we always use apple cider vinegar because we love it so much, and it's inexpensive. So we're trying this one today, and I know Steve's gonna come over, so it'll be interesting to see what he thinks about it. So I'm actually going to try one. I'm gonna pull one of these babies out. Yeah. They smelled good. They smelled different. So a little different than the apple cider ones. Let's see. Ooh. Really, really vinegary, but yummy. A different vinegar taste than the apple cider, but still really good. Almost more vinegary, but yummy tasting. That would make a really good salad dressing, like a vinaigrette salad dressing, that white wine Pinot Grigio. So hopefully he'll enjoy these ones. They're ready today, so I just thought I'd try one. But thanks for watching this video. Please feel free to comment in the comment section down below. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and please subscribe to my channel. It's a new up and coming channel, growing, whatever you want to call it. And I am just trying to make weird videos that I think people would like, or something, you know, that I'd like to watch. So thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.